Ooh, Aaron Jones having a good night tonight.
Yes.
Hello, welcome to the LOSG Rundown, episode 8. I'm joined by Brad, and Aaron freaking Jones. So I'd like to thank Brad Voiles for joining us. Just to make things less confusing, I'll be referring him to Brad and List. There's two separate people. Just to
Both refer to me.
Yes, but you will only be referred to as List. And
You could say brother Brad.
Brother Brad?
Brother?
Inefficient.
Brother and friend.
Bro.
Bro. All right, so trade deadline passed. Did anything happen? Did anyone make any trades?
Why is our trade deadline so early?
I think that's actually the latest Yahoo let me do it.
Oh.
Which is strange.
I've been trying to trade with Sean for the last month.
You mean trying to trick your brother?
Yes.
You've been, from what I've heard, the rumors are you've been pushing Doug Baldwin all over the league trying to
he's a valuable asset.
On your bench. He's got 9 points right now at halftime.
What part of your roster are you trying to bulk up?
Receiver.
I got a tight end you might be interested in.
Dirty. Stop talking dirty to my brother.
He's the number 2 overall. His name's Eric Ebron. Pretty good.
Nice.
Clay's in need of a tight end, it looks like.
He tried.
I haven't needed him lately. Remind me again who had high score this past week.
with his tight end not even playing. That was so annoying.
That was painful to watch.
Yes.
Yep. Nope. All right. So, reminder, we are at the end of the season. We are entering week 11, I think. Yes. So 11, 12, and 13 are the last 3 weeks. And then week 14 is when the playoffs start. So if you're not in the top 6, that means you're in the bottom 6. So top 6 go to playoffs. Bottom 6 go to the NIT consolation bracket.
I vote we call it the toilet bowl.
Second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bottom 6, you're now in the toilet bowl. Don't get flushed. If you do, say hi to Joe Huffbauer while you're there. Sorry, Joe.
Ooh, sorry, Joe.
Sorry, Joe. So I was thinking, I need to congratulate myself on high points.
Shut up.
Thank you. And let's go ahead and share the screen. We'll check in on a couple of things here. Okay. I want to make sure that everyone is actually seeing the correct screen.
There is still, let's see, there should be $600 in our thing. There's still one person that hasn't.
Sean Voiles. You must take him to arbitration to get that money.
You two brothers, can you please handle your brother?
Maybe the oldest one.
Get down. You're going to see him at Thanksgiving?
I'm sure he's watching this.
Steal it out of his wallet at Thanksgiving. That'll work.
So let's check in on the weekly winners. Good job, Clayton.
Shut up.
And Brad, thank you for sharing your $5 with me.
That's so stupid. Hey, wait, let me ask you this. Brad Voiles.
Yes.
Have you watched any of the episodes of this video thing that we've been doing for 8 or 9 weeks now?
I have. I've watched probably 3 of them.
That's it?
Not all of the entire. You mean like an entire episode? No, I've watched. Some of these people I don't know at all. So.
Well, fair enough.
All right, let's get to this. We're going to go ahead and switch over to the interview. So I'm switching the camera, so it's on you, Brad.
Okay.
All right. Rapid fire. What's your
camera's
job?
On you, Clay.
Well, that's unacceptable. Let's see here.
Well, it is on my screen anyway.
All right.
And Brad's frozen.
I can see him. That's you. Something's wrong on your end, Brad. Shush.
Okay, you can call him Kelly. It says Kelly on his name.
All right, rapid fire. Brad Voiles, what's your job?
I am Vice President of Student Development and Dean of Students at Covenant College.
Boom!
On Lookout Mountain in Georgia.
That's a real man. That is real man.
Stop selling your school. And where do you live?
We live in Chattanooga Valley, just 15 minutes from downtown Chattanooga.
Seems like a commercial. I don't know about this.
It's otherwise known as the Gig City.
No, I don't think I've ever heard anyone call it that.
I've seen it at the airport
That must be
on the
true.
baggage carts.
What do you do for fun?
I enjoy sports. I watch more sports than I play anymore. I enjoy reading, shows, Netflix, and then hiking. We live in a beautiful part of the country where there are mountains and lovely trails to hike.
Is it good for hang gliding and spelunking?
There is hang gliding. There is spelunking.
How often do you do those two things?
Never.
All right,
There's
next question.
whitewater rafting that we do every year.
Allegedly. I was promised whitewater rafting once.
Is that where we went when I was in high school and you were our youth leader?
No, that was West Virginia.
We went to the New River in West Virginia.
I didn't even have any idea what was going on. I was just along for the ride.
You're there for the girls, Brad. Just
That's
admit.
right.
All right, next
They
question.
were not there for me.
Didn't we horseback ride?
Yes, I had to poop the whole time. That was horrible. I don't think I've ever known worse since. Next question. Have you ever posed nude for a cowboy-themed photograph?
Today? No, I've never.
You should try it.
Yep. Next question. Does it frustrate you with how often you have the second highest point total, knowing that you've yet to win the high score this season?
A little bit.
I think it's been 5 times. I was going through and looking at it earlier, chuckling the whole time. Next question. Cubs or Cardinals?
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your biggest fantasy football regret this season?
Wow.
That hissing sound you made was really loud in my
that Sean wouldn't trade Robert Woods to me, even though I tried every week for the last 5 weeks.
It's perseverance. What was the last movie you watched?
Good question. I don't know. We watch shows. Usually I can't even think of a movie. I guess what was the last movie in the theater probably would have been Infinity War.
What was the last show you streamed?
I'm watching Daredevil right now. Right before that, we watched Bodyguard.
Nice.
video went out again.
Yeah. All right, I'll switch over to the screen. Okay. Last question. How many times in the last 4 years have you placed in the top 3?
I don't know.
It's 3 out of the last 4 years. You've been in the top 3. And the one year you didn't, you were actually in 5th place.
Okay.
It's pretty impressive. So how in the world did Bradley Huffbauer win 2 out of the last 3 years? I can get over that.
My philosophy on fantasy football is the playoffs are a crapshoot. So I think excellence is demonstrated in the regular season. So I think if you can get in, if you're top 4, top 6, and you've done a good job of managing a roster, anything can happen in the playoffs. So Bradley was good enough to get into the playoffs. So I don't. But I've had a lot of times where it's just one bad week can just kill you in the playoffs.
All right.
I think I've had a lot of 3rd place. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, look at it. 3rd place. You were 5th place here, 3rd place, and 2nd place. So consistently towards the top of the league.
Yeah, 2nd place in 2012.
Lifetime, you're the second highest.
2012 was the year that Brad List traded me Calvin Johnson, who then went on to almost break the single season receiving record that year.
That's real nice of him.
Oh, is this about me now?
All right. That's the end of the. Now we're going to go on to just some commentary.
I got a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Are you? I don't remember if it was you or your brother, but I always remember hearing this story about when you were playing basketball in high school and you came out with and took off your warm-up pants.
That's Sean.
Darn it. I'll save it for Sean. I didn't remember which one it was. I just thought of it a minute ago.
You got to finish. You got to finish the story though. Now.
Well, when Sean comes to be our guest, we can ask him about it.
Yeah, that will.
That ain't happening.
Apparently, he didn't have his shorts on. He ripped off his warm-up pants, snap-on warm-up pants, and
Oh, that's not the
revealing.
story I know. Is he had he had the away uniform on underneath.
Oh,
And everybody had the home
that's
uniform.
not as fun. Let's switch it. Tidy whitey.
Brad, by your estimate, Brad Voiles, by your estimate, how many losses were you a part of in Sister Bark Red Devil history?
Oh, it's got to be a record.
but your best victory ever was over which team?
My junior year, we were 0-22,
That's not
and
very good.
the last game of the season, of the regular season, was Milford, and we beat them. So it was rather humiliating when our parents bought a bunch of food and had a party in the little gym.
Did the crowd storm the floor after beating Milford, who was actually very good?
They may have. I don't know. then we on our winning streak, we went into the regionals and lost to the Fisher Bunnies.
Humiliating. All right, Brad List, any other questions for Brad Voiles?
No, I'm good. I totally blew it there.
No, that's all right. All right. Commentary. So we'll go with List first. Question 1. Who do you not want to face in the playoffs?
The guy in the video with us, Kelly.
Why do you not want to face him? Are you afraid of Corey Davis?
I mean, you just went through his stats from the last 3-4 years. He's dominating our league, and his roster is insane. Yeah, I don't want to face him.
Clay's one high point scorer.
I'm not worried about Clay. No. Clayton will fold under pressure.
I will. I'm hoping that Brad Voiles continues to not find a good, solid quarterback. I think that's our only saving grace, is that he has to scramble for a quarterback and tight end each week.
Oh no, I like my tight end.
Well then. Oh yeah, I forgot you have Kittle. Never mind. Kittle's amazing.
Yeah.
No, he's on bye this week, but I like he's been good.
Oh yeah,
he's not as good as Eric Ebron.
I take Kittle over Ebron personally.
I mean, statistically, that would be foolish.
Rest of the season. All right, Brad Voiles, who would you not want to face in the playoffs?
I was looking at this, and I thought it was going to be Clay, but I think it's Brad List.
You're on.
Why is that?
Yeah, open up his screen. I think everybody's healthy for him now, right?
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it there. Yeah, I mean, with Mahomes, yeah, look at that. 2 solid wide receivers.
Yeah, he's on a 5-win streak.
I don't think Eric Ebron is sustainable with the touchdown rate, but
he's horrible.
Yeah. You guys keep thinking that. I'll keep winning.
No, yeah, it's a very, very solid team. Not a lot of weak spots in this right here in this top 5.
Yeah, boy.
All right, next question. Who is your pick for Toilet Bowl champ?
Go ahead.
So first of all, who's going to get there, and then who do you think is going to win it all?
I would say it's between. I'd say Dumpster Fire.
I'm actually going to agree with Bradley from weeks ago. Vandalay Industries is going to miss the playoffs and win the Toilet Bowl.
Oh, is that Vandalay's not in the playoffs or not in the NIT?
Not currently.
So List, you're saying Vandalay will miss the playoffs?
That's correct. I'm with Bradley now.
Yeah, Bradley predicted. Vandalay's on a 3-loss streak.
Yeah, I don't understand how. Can you put his roster up?
Cam Newton, Melvin Gordon, Saquon Barkley. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's still averaging 118 points a week.
Yeah. He's got a lot of points for. So pretty dominant, but not pulling out the victories. So that's my pick for a Toilet Bowl champ.
Nice. He's got a lot of points against. All right. On to the trivia. Question 1. Who has been the fastest ball carrier this season?
Was it? Oh, was it a punter?
Not a punter.
The fastest ball carrier?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill? I'm going to go with, what's the Bears guy?
Dalvin Cook is the answer.
Hey, that's my guy.
I know.
Fastest ball carrier. I mean, he runs at the highest speed?
On a 70-yard touchdown that he had, or 70-yard run, he ran 22 miles per hour on that run.
Wow.
This trivia is sponsored by Next Gen Stats, as you will see. I love this website. You should check it out. It's amazing. Are
you actually trying to get them to sponsor this podcast?
We have 11 people watch this for a week, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Can you tag them in the description?
See if they do. Sure. All right, next one.
You might want to put a timestamp on every video where you mention them so they can skip to it. Anyway.
Question 2. What team leads the league in sacks?
Ooh. The Bears were for a while.
Who played the Lions last week when they got 10 sacks? That's my bet. Who was that?
You are correct. The Vikings.
Yeah.
I'm bringing up. This is from Next Gen Stats as well. Thank you, Next Gen Stats. This is kind of scary for Sunday night. Look at Trubisky's completion percentage, no pressure versus under pressure. And Vikings lead the league in sacks and fourth in the league in pressure rate, which is dropbacks where they apply pressure.
Did you make this graphic?
No, I thanked Next Gen Stats. I would never take anything away from them.
I want to know, whenever you show stats like this, I'm always intrigued, but I always, just for future reference, Clay, your next slide should be where Mitch Trubisky ranks with other quarterbacks with those numbers. Is that like really bad under pressure numbers, or is that average under pressure numbers, or what is that? How does that rank? I have no clue.
You should go to Next Gen Stats and check it out yourself.
I'm too lazy.
Thank you, Next Gen Stats. Next question. Who has had the longest play this season? In one single play, they went 147 yards.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Running side to side. Saquon Barkley. Or probably a Bears player.
Brother Brad, any guesses?
Trubisky.
Tyreek Hill, actually. Wow. And what's amazing is that if you...
Oh, yeah, I remember that play.
If you look at Next Gen Stats, it actually was a 2-yard punt return.
Wait, what?
2-yard punt return due to... It was an 82-yard return for a touchdown, and it was nullified. Therefore, it became a 2-yard punt return after 147 yards.
Nice stat. Where did you get that?
Next Gen Stats. I don't understand. Our final question, that again comes from Next Gen Stats. Who has had the 2 plays with the most yards after catch? So they caught the ball, and they had a whole bunch of yards after the catch. This one player has the 2 plays with the most yards after catch.
Tariq Cohen.
I'm going to go with Anthony Miller. It's got to be a Bears one.
Albert Wilson, both in the game. Albert Wilson for the Dolphins. Both in the game against the Bears.
It's fascinating. Where did you get that stat?
Next Gen Stats. Yeah, that was that depressing Dolphins game. So there you go. Next Gen Stats, home of stats from the future. But yeah, you can go here. You can see routes. You can see runs.
Stats from the future.
They're Next Gen, Brad. Obviously, you're not paying attention. That's pretty. You see, Josh Allen somehow has the longest completed air distance. Take that, Aaron Rodgers. All right. Well, that's it for trivia. Any final comments or predictions? Any hot takes on this league?
I am fascinated that Aaron Jones has 21 points in the third quarter of this game happening right now. That's not a hot take. I'm just looking at the stats.
It is easy to win in fantasy football when all 3 of your running backs get 20 points or more.
Yes. I wonder if here's a hot take. America needs to use some of his waiver budget. his FAAB.
He's
got
doing pitching pretty well.
$65.
He's on a 3-win streak, nipping at your heels.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the
How about
Dabba division
I was
has
gonna say, how about the Yabba division?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Go.
I know the Dabba division, except for me, your high point score is not doing well lately. But yeah, America. I mean, as long as the Bears do well, America in many ways does well.
Yeah. Lots of waiver budget left.
Yeah.
Who's made the most moves this year? Bradley made the most moves, followed by Dumpster Fire. Yeah.
I say I'm proud of Sean Voiles for making 18 moves.
Wow.
All intentionally, I'm sure. And some smart moves today, picking up Lamar Jackson and Josh Reynolds.
Paying attention. How many times did you text him to get him to do things?
What's that? I can't hear you. You're cutting out.
I said, how many times did you text him to get him to do that?
I'm sure he's just paying attention to next gen stats. So Brad Voiles, we haven't got to ask you what.
So was he telling you that I was trying to trade?
No, he didn't. But other people tell me trades that trying to happen. Like Joe Huffbauer, you offered him a trade and he gave you a fair counter proposal. And it sounds like you ran away from it.
I'm not giving up Aaron Jones for anything.
I know. That's probably smart.
What did you propose to Joe? I'm curious.
I was giving him Doug Baldwin and Julian Edelman for Diggs.
Cooks. For Cooks.
No, well, that Stephon. No, I guess I'm thinking of Brad List or not Brad Huffbauer.
Too many Brad.
For Joe, you offered those two guys for.
Oh yeah, for Brandon Cooks. Hey, every time I did the evaluate trade, it helped both people. So I'm not looking to gig anybody.
I'm just glad that another Brad has taken over the role of doling out ridiculous trade offers.
So you're saying those are ridiculous trade offers?
I used to do that. I used to try to unload 2 crappy players to get 1 good one and try to trick Joe every week.
Yeah, I'm actually sad you stopped doing it because it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Next year.
I'm working the long con on Joe.
How many trades this year?
Trust me. There were not very many trades this year.
Yeah, and I was involved in 2 other 3.
And how'd they work for you? You took on Gronk, which has not paid off yet.
No, this is for the end of the season, so hopefully it pays off because I wasn't starting any of these people. And then this one, now that Le'Veon Bell, for some reason, doesn't need millions of dollars, now I'm sort of regretting this trade.
Yeah.
Well, would you still do it, knowing that? Are you happy? Would you, if you could trade it back right now? Would you?
I would take Connor back just because of how cheap he would be to keep for next year. So I mean, Julio's finally doing well for me, and I think Kenny's going to be a good one. I'm definitely going to keep him.
Yeah.
But I mean, running back for the Steelers for like $1 is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But in no way would I have ever thought Le'Veon Bell would stay away the entire season.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, here's a huge trade. Look at this. I think somebody won and somebody lost this one.
Yeah, I tried to tell Murray not to do that.
Just like you knew Patrick Mahomes was going to be amazing.
I'm telling you, why you freaking doubt me every week? Yes, I forgot. I'm going to bring this up.
Because your voice went really high in response. That's how
every time you look at my roster on these videos, you say something about how good my roster is, and then you always say something like, because he got lucky with Patrick Mahomes. It's not luck.
I think it happened in one video. And please keep your voice down. The recording's having a hard time when you go into screeching volume.
I'm sorry.
No, your team is on a roll.
Yeah, thanks to my lucky pick of Patrick Mahomes.
That's all I'm saying.
Got it.
All right.
Hey, hug it out, boys.
Yeah. All right, Brad Voiles. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. I seem you have to get back to your geography lessons off to your left.
Yes.
Thank you for taking some time out. And Brad List, as always, suck it.
Yeah, come on.
Have a good one.
I'm the best co-host.